Some additional financial relief may be coming to 69 million Americans who collect Social Security. Advocacy groups project that they are on track to get a 6.1% cost of living adjustment, the biggest increase since 1983. And it comes as pandemic restrictions ease, causing a jump in inflation, with prices rising for everything from gasoline to groceries. So CBS MoneyWatch reporter Aimee Picchi wrote an article about the possible cost of living hike and joins me now to talk a little bit more about this. So listen, Aimee, can you expand on why this cost of living increase is so large compared to the 2021 adjustment?
Yeah, it all boils down to inflation. I think everybody's aware that things cost more this year. Groceries are up. Cars are more expensive. Gas, of course, when you go to the gas station, it's a lot more expensive this year to fill up your tank than it was last year. And the Social Security Administration uses the inflation figures to determine the annual cost of living bump that it will put into checks the following year. So that means that the Social Security Administration is tracking inflation and looking at these numbers, and they'll decide, based on the inflation this year, what seniors will see in their checks next year. And right now they're projecting, or not they, but advocates are projecting, given inflation so far this year, it's going to be 6.1%, which is much bigger than the current year's increase, which was only 1.3%.
Oh, that is a lot bigger. So when could beneficiaries actually see this money? And is there a possibility that the percentage could fluctuate before they actually get the cash?
Yeah, great questions. The increase will come into effect in January's checks, and then that will be in effect for the rest of the year. The decision won't be made until October, so there is a possibility that it could come in lower than this or even higher if, for instance, inflation actually increases throughout the summer. The Social Security Administration will look at inflation over the summer and make its decision based on that in the fall. So there are a few months left to wait. So it's possible that it will fluctuate from that 6.1% increase. But advocates say that it's very likely it's going to be a lot higher than the current year's increase just because of what we're seeing with prices right now. The big question with inflation is this transitory or is it going to continue? And as I think most people know, inflation is up because we're coming out of the pandemic. There's a huge amount of demand. There are supply bottlenecks, and that's causing prices to go up. So the question is, as things become more normal, will those prices even out?
Right. But the thing about it is when it comes to Social Security and seniors who depend on it, it's not a lot of money. I mean, seniors are still often, watching every penny that they spend, even with cost of living increases. You mentioned in your article that there are efforts to sort of look at ways to recalculate this. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, absolutely. So there was a bill introduced earlier this month by Representative John Garamendi. He's a Democrat from California, to change the measure that the Social Security Administration uses to determine the annual change in the cost of living adjustment. And he's saying, we need to use an index that actually tracks what the elderly spend. One of the criticisms of the current measure that's used is that it doesn't accurately reflect what senior citizens spend on. Seniors tend to spend more on healthcare, for instance. So the measure that he wants to use weights healthcare more heavily than the current one. So under his proposal, the annual increase would be about 3.1%. The current one that they've been using has had an average increase of 2.9%. So over time, that difference compounds. And, advocates say if you use this different measure that includes healthcare, weights healthcare more importantly, that the average check right now would be about $1,600 a month. The average check currently is actually about $1,200 a month. So that's a big difference, and that would show up over time. So this is all speculation based on how we know these sorts of things are calculated. But when is the Social Security Administration expected to actually make the official announcement on the cost of living adjustment? Yeah, the actual announcement will come in October. So I would say, for senior citizens and people who collect Social Security checks, keep your eyes open, be aware of what's happening. This year has been tough on a lot of seniors just because inflation has been so high. And this year, as I mentioned, they only had a 1.3% increase. So, a lot of them are really pinching their pennies and really struggling. One advocate I spoke to said she had heard from a senior citizen who said they've cut down to one meal a day because they just can't manage on their checks right now. So I would say watch out for that announcement in October, and we will know more at that point about what the actual increase will be for next year.
Man, hate to hear that. Hate to hear that. People live a long and good life, and they should be able to, enjoy their retirement without worrying about where their next meal is going to be coming from. Aimee Picchi, thank you very much.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. Appreciate it.
So you can read Aimee's full article on CBSNews.com. It's online right now. Just click the Money Watch tab, and you can find it there.